What's good, people? We got another panel on 12th man. The Arsenal roundabout is back. It's obviously tonight because we were playing last night, so we switched it around when the Arsenal were playing. We don't want to be doing that because people won't be at the game. Listen, I've got to be honest. There's a Arsenal team I liked against Forest, and there was a result I liked last night, and people are kind of had mixed opinions on how we played and what happened. So we're going to be getting into the nitty-gritty of that tonight. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. We're also going to touch on Liverpool again. It was inevitable, wasn't it? I mean, it won me some money at 2-2. I just whacked it all on 3-2 Liverpool, and it come good. So I thought reverse psychology might work, but at least I got some dollar out of it. Look, we did our job last night. Let's not worry. Yardman and Lee Gunner are on their way, so please don't panic. They will be here because I know people are tuning in for that as well. We've got Christian in the house. We've got D in the house. We've got Igal here, and I'm your host as ever. Make sure we've got a couple of sponsors tonight. We've got Match Bingo. The QR code is there, people. Make sure if you've not done it already that you have got Match Bingo downloaded and that you are using the code POTS in capitals, POTTS, and you will get a discount on it. So make sure that you are going into Match Bingo. And we've got OK Jerseys as well, who are our sponsors. So make sure you're following them as well when you've got your kits. I'm going to kind of concentrate on both games, really. But before we do that, Christian, Liverpool, man. It was obvious, bro. I text you, you said, right, might be a couple minutes late, gonna see how this pans out. And I text you back saying they're gonna do it. I just knew it, bruv. And I see Van Dijk step up, text my dad, said they're gonna win it. He texts back because he's a little bit ahead of me because he's got one of the actual EE boxes, so he's kind of ahead of me by like 5 seconds. And yeah, he's like, you got it. Is this sustainable, bruv? Because this is now what, 3 games in the last minute? They're turning into Sir Alex Ferguson's Man United's Fergie time, bruv.
Yeah, man. It's like 3 games. Well, 3 games where they've been 2-0 up now, but you go 2-0 up and throwing it away back to 2-2. Bournemouth, they were 2-0 up back to 2-2, and then they won 4-2. Newcastle 2-0 up against 10 men back to 2-2, and then they won it. And tonight 2-0 up 2-2, and then they win it late. Look, against Burnley the other day, I said they were lucky. I had people, they're not lucky, they're this, but the reason I said they were lucky against Burnley is because of the manner of the penalty. You know, it's a young kid. Hannibal comes on and gives away a penalty by sticking his arm out. It was stupid. I thought that was lucky. I don't think they've been lucky any other time. I don't class that tonight as lucky. They scored a good goal from a set piece, a great header from Van Dijk. That's not lucky. The Bournemouth game's not lucky. You know, they changed it up. They brought on Chiesa. He scored the goal. That's not luck. You know, that's changing it up and your substitute scores a goal. And same against Newcastle. That wasn't luck either. They bring on a young kid. You know, they keep pressing. Great dummy from Szoboszlai. Rio puts it in the corner. That's not luck. The Burnley one was lucky because it was a penalty. But is it sustainable? I hope not. I hope not. I hope they just get worse. I hope, you know, they keep conceding goals, which they are. I don't know if it's going to happen, man. I think they've got gears to go up. I think once Isak is properly integrated into that team, Wirtz hasn't been great, but if he starts to click, if he starts to find his feet, I think they're only going to get better. Which is worrying. I hope they don't. I hope they get worse. I hope they fall apart. Maybe they get some. I'm not hoping on injuries, but you know, injuries can happen. I don't know if it's sustainable, man. I have absolutely no idea. But they keep finding a way. You know, they have that mentality. They won the league last year. You know, they have that never say die mentality. When you score late goals like that, what it does to the dressing room, to the players. Like imagine that dressing room now at Anfield. They'll be buzzing. You know, it'll feel like they've won a trophy in a way, like that kind of euphoric feeling. Like it's just contagious. And when you have that within a squad and you don't get nervous, it gets to the 85th, 90th minute, you know, you can still find a way. They've got that at the moment. Do
you see Simeone trying to fight one of their fans?
Yeah,
got sent off. The guy's a madman, man. I love him though. I think he's hilarious. But yeah, that was just mad.
I think he's an idiot.
And do you understand why he's lost his head, though? I kind of get it, man. He's frustrated. He's a winner, man. He wants to win the game. I know he shouldn't fight the crowd, but...
Bro, if he was at any other club, people would make fun of him. The fact that he's at Atletico and it's the 3rd biggest club in Spain and he's been there for so long, he gets a lot of respect. But honestly, I worry for his mental health. How are you losing your head like that? You're a professional.
You've seen it before, though, right?
Still a human being, though.
Nah, bro, he's a loose cannon. He's kind of
You lost your head. I saw you lose your head the other day.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, man.
1 second.
I don't mind seeing it.
I saw you going ballistic on stream, bro. I saw you going.
1 second. Don't compare me to the same.
Are you not professional? You're not professional.
Igal Simeone. That's what they're calling you now, mate.
There's a difference. We're comparing a fan to a manager. A manager can't be losing his head like that. He's absolutely ridiculous. If that was a Premier League manager, they would be cussing him out on a regular
No, but it's
basis.
personality, man. We saw Wenger lose his head back in the
No,
day.
there's personality. There's personality, and then there's just being an idiot. I worry for that guy. He must have anger issues. Because for you to lose your head like that,
he's been around the game for long enough. He knows.
He's been around. My point exactly.
There's a few of them.
My point exactly. One second. My point exactly. This is not a Champions League final. It's the first game of the Champions League league stages. For you to lose your head like that to fans, you're outrageous.
You don't know what was said though. You don't know what was said to him?
I don't know what was said, but regardless, hold yourself in a professional manner. I've seen people deal with way worse abuse. That's like downright to something else, something that's deplorable that we don't even want to speak about on the stream, and they've held themselves with much more decorum.
Yeah, but there's also other times where people say you should have done more as well. You know what I mean?
Look at how Simeone handled the situation. I'm not saying it's a similar situation, but obviously he handled himself with grace. This man loses his head, and he's a manager. He's leading a whole team, and he's losing his head like that. It's a terrible example of a manager.
I think the comments, what they're saying, the comments were like horrific. They were like racism and stuff. So he's obviously not going to lose his head.
I'm for all of that, man. They see me. If you say all that, the consequences you have to deal with them, but I'm not on all this.
Yeah.
Foolishness.
Well, look, let's
Who are they being racist to? Simeone.
That's what they're saying. That's apparently why he lost his head. I don't think he went, ha ha ha, you just lost the game. I don't
know what I'm saying? That.
Yeah. I think he went too far. Well, that's what people are saying. I don't know if it's true.
I think Simeone is an idiot.
Fair enough.
I like Simeone. I
always have. It's a bit harsh. The
guy's a winner. The guy's a winner, man. But anyway, let's move.
When was the last time you won? We always talk about winners. The guy bottled multiple trophies last season. And if you were Atletico Madrid fan,
we have Atletico Madrid though. It's a bit different.
Yeah, but he's won it twice.
If you were an Atletico Madrid fan, you would want him sacked.
I think you're probably right. However, he's got credit in the bank.
He's won it twice, bro.
And Arteta's not. He's won it with Messi and Ronaldo, man. He won the league with Messi and Ronaldo.
How many times did Wenger?
You guys don't get to have standards FC when it comes to other things.
How many times did Wenger win the league? No, guy, once they ask this question, how many times did Wenger win the league? He only won it 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, exactly. Simeone's won it twice.
With a team that's never expected.
And he won it. When
Messi sorry to cut in. Simeone won the league with Independiente. Yeah, in his first full season, and it was their first title in 20 years. He then left and went to Boca Juniors and won them the league the following season. He then left and went to Atleti and won 2 titles. Yeah, you can chat shit as much as you want. I've been listening to you waffling there, right? You can chat as much crap as you want about, he lost his head. How do you know what was said to him?
I don't know what was said to him, but
but he needs to keep his composure. Cool. When Vinny Jr. is getting racially abused every week, yeah, and he don't keep his composure, is that all right then? Because it's Vinny Jr. and he's black. But when it's Simeone and he's South American, it's slightly different then, yeah? Same shit, bro. Racismo is racismo.
Bro, 1 second. As a manager, you're supposed to keep...
Doesn't matter, bro. We've seen Wenger in the stands giving it all that at Old Trafford.
As a manager, you're held to a different standard than players.
No, you're not. Yes. The only reason people hold managers to a different standard is because the online fan base are retards, bruv. Yeah? The fact and reality is, you don't hear it stinks, yeah. Guess what? Simeone thought something stunk in the Scouse end, mate. Yeah. Thought something stunk. We don't know what happened, and you're sitting there chatting crap.
I don't care what anybody says.
You don't care what anyone says, and that's the point.
You are a manager, and you are out here losing your head like that. I worry about you.
Yeah, cool.
Would
you say Arsenal if he gets sacked?
What?
Would you say Simeone if Arteta drops dead right now? God forbid, touch wood. Yeah, or quits like he wanted to. No, of course you're not, because you know the answer. Yeah. So do you remember when Arteta did the G? You remember when? No. Let me land my point. Yeah. Remember when Arteta did the GQ magazine, which he should never have done it. Oh, look at me, I'm a GQ star. Yeah. All right, Lego Ed, take the fucking syrup off. Yeah, and we're all good, right? If Arteta walks out of this football club right now, let me ask you this, yeah? right? Would you take Simeone as the next manager? If not, who would you take? If Arteta walks now and says, I've took the club as far as I can go, yeah, I'm leaving. Thanks for the great times. I appreciate everything. We've had amazing times. We've gone from here to here. It's been a great journey, a great process. Yeah, we've got the wild horse. Yeah, oh my God, we've got Mikel Mourinho pretending he's a striker. Yeah, we've got Ben White plucking his eyebrows. Oh, he's going Ocean Beach with Wayno, Bosch, and all this crap, yeah? Right? If Super Duper Mick walks out of this football club tonight, who are you taking as manager, please, Edgar?
Nobody. He's not going nowhere.
Okay, that's not what I asked. If the manager walks out of this football club, are you going to stop? Okay, on that premise, then you stop supporting the club.
No, I'm not entertaining your question because he's not going nowhere.
If he drops dead today, God forbid, and we've seen this with Ricky Hatton, RIP to him, what a fucking legend of boxing, and England, by the way. Yeah, we've seen it with other people that are getting sniped left, right, and centre. Yeah, at any point, you could walk out and get flattened by a bus. Top Gooners would love me to get run over. Yeah, okay. I could walk out my gaff tomorrow morning, or right now, I could go, yo, I'm just going to go shop here. Yeah, and I could get wiped out by a car. Yeah, so worst case scenario, Gail, Mikel Arteta is no longer the manager tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Who do you want as manager of this football club? Stop waffling. You've been waffling for 5.5 years, mate. Who do you want as manager?
I'm not.
Of course you're not, because you ain't got an answer. Thank you.
No, because the manager's not going nowhere.
But if he did,
it's not about ifs, ands, and buts, as you would say whenever.
Oh, it's not about ifs and buts, but Dan, this is why I started the show like this. I'm sorry to gate crush the show, guys. Yeah, but this is why I started the show like this, because guess what? He's going to now talk about ifs and buts and maybes for the next 2 hours. Thank you very much. That's why I started the show like that.
Lee, based on your standards, you would have sacked Simeone by now.
Oh, 100%. I want him sacked now so we can get him. I wanted him sacked 2 years ago. Again, I've said 2 years for a manager without a trophy. You're sacked. Bye-bye. Doesn't matter what club you're at. Pep don't win nothing this season. Sack him.
Has it been 4 years for him now?
4 years without a trophy. Sacked. He should have been sacked 2 years ago. I said this. Anyone watching this, yeah? I've been saying Simeone should have been sacked 2 years ago. Any manager, Pep, yeah? Pep's gone 1 year without a trophy. He don't win nothing this season. Sack him. Yeah, because the standards have been set.
What about your best mate, Unai Emery?
My best mate, Unai. Yeah, he should be sacked at the end of the season if you don't win nothing. Yeah, I have the same standard for every manager ago. Don't chat to me. De La Fuente. Oh, who's realistic? World of Spain manager. Mateus Giselle. Yeah, you don't know who that is. Who's Mateus Giselle again?
None of my business. I think you said this is the guy you wanted that was coaching Al Ittihad or whatever. Which one is it? The one with Benzema, that team, right?
No, Mara's FC, brother.
Oh, okay. So Al Hilal.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, he was 2-0 down at half time.
Is it Al Hilal or Al Ahli?
Al Ali. Yeah, he was 2-0 down at half time yesterday, by the way, and won 4-2. Oh, guess who scored? Guess who scored? Riyad Mahrez. But you wouldn't swap him for Saka. Cool, carry on. Yeah, by the way, they've won a Champions League.
1 second. I don't think Riyad Mahrez would swap with Saka.
Hey, swapping Mahrez for Saka. You're
not tapped.
No, Lee, you was on a good roll there. You was on a good roll, but you went too far.
Lee, come on, man.
You know how I know? You know how I know you're on a random? I was surfing the net and I seen a video.
Man said I was surfing the net. All right, calm down.
I take it back to old school terms. I seen you talking about celebrating Timber getting Odegaard injured. What's that about? Why are you celebrating?
Please tell me what I said.
Your exact.
Give me the exact quote. Don't paraphrase. Give me the exact quote, please.
All right, let's go find the video because if I'm not mistaken, you said something across the lines of
fantastic.
Big up Timber for injuring the captain. Did you not say that?
Give me the exact quote, please. Don't paraphrase.
Did you or did you not say big up Timber?
No, you tell me because you asked. You're telling me, so you tell me. What did I say?
Right,
you tell me.
I'll go find it.
Go find it quick.
Did you actually say that, Guns?
Well, I don't know. He's going to tell us.
Did you or did you not? Are you denying it? Are you denying it? Lee,
I'm not denying or accepting it. No. Man said I'm giving you one more chance. You're not my dad, bro.
No, I'm saying you have a chance to clear the air before.
I said I have a chance to clear the air. Brother, you accused me of something and now you can't find the evidence. Yeah? Bring your evidence forward, please, to the jury. Please bring your evidence forward to the
Here we
jury.
go. Let's listen.
Yeah, big up to Simba because he injured our captain, which done us a favour.
Thank you very much and good night. Big up our captain for getting. Oh, sorry. Big up Timber for injuring our captain. Yeah, guess what?
Celebrating captains getting injured. What's going on?
Fantastic, because you know why? He's a fucking curse of this football club, the same as the manager. And guess what? Have you missed him? Have you missed him? Answer the question, because I just answered yours. You found the evidence. Well done. Yeah, and I was waiting for you to give the exact quote, because I ain't going to let you paraphrase me all night, yeah? Right? Because I know you're coming here chatting shit about Mosquera, Odegaard.
Tell him it's Mike, bro. I can't listen to you like that, man.
Nobody cares. Yeah, real talk.
Nobody cares. Lean back from the mic.
Lean back. I'm not fact. No, I come into the mic when I want to come into the mic.
Shouting on the mic the whole time.
Yeah. The king does what he likes.
I'm joking. You're celebrating our captain getting injured. That's messed up.
Oh, wow. Cool. You were celebrating Martinelli being out of this football club because you thought Rodrigo was turning up. And then you were celebrating. Hold up. Wait a minute. Stop. Let me finish.
Show me evidence like I showed everyone evidence of you. Stop deflecting. Stop deflecting.
Okay. I'll show you evidence of you hating on.
Acknowledge your crimes, Lee. You're sitting here celebrating your own players getting injured. And you're talking
about, can I just stop you right there, please?
Saying things that are downright disgusting, bro. Fix up.
Wow. Noni Madueke, yeah, Northside uses you as a fucking intro, bruv.
Okay, and you,
yeah,
you just say that doesn't change.
So Noni Madueke, we are wasting 48 million plus add-ons, yeah, included. Oh, but if it's add-ons plus 10 million, you don't even know what you were saying.
I'm a better man than you because I will sit here and say I'm wrong.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
So you're wrong about Noni Madueke after 3 games where he's not. No, fantastic.
You will never come on a stream and admit, yo, you know what? I shouldn't have said that.
Shouldn't have said what? What shouldn't I have said?
Why are you sitting on stream saying big up Timber for getting Odegaard injured?
Fantastic, because we play better without him.
Bro, that's disgusting, bro. What are we talking about?
Okay, cool. So let me ask you this then, yeah? Let me ask you this then. When Rob Holding was in the club, yeah, you were sitting there crying. Yeah, anyone who knows that, Dan knows that. Crying. Yeah, only fools knows it. Crying. Yeah, you were crying. Yeah, that Rob Holding was the single biggest problem at this football club. Am I lying? Yeah, because he cost us the title. Am I lying?
No, you.
Am I lying? Answer the. I know, because I'm going to get to your point, but I'm going down a rabbit.
You think it's Arteta?
No. You. I'm not asking about me. I'm asking about you. Did you blame Rob Holding for costing us the title?
No, I think Man City were better than us.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're lucky I ain't got the fucking clips here because I know you're chatting shit, right? You were saying Rob Holding, Saliba injury, and Rob Holding cost us the title. Your words. Let's not stop. Again, listen, I ain't come here to do a to and a fro and get angry because I'm just going to sit and laugh at you all night.
No, but Man City were better than us. Fair play.
Fantastic. But Rob Holding was the single biggest reason we lost the league, right? And Saliba injury. Your words.
Factor, yes.
Fantastic. Stop right there, please. Stop. You also gassed up that we got 4 million for Rob Holding to Palace, right?
Yeah, because he hasn't played a game.
Okay, cool. How much of the 2.5 million add-ons did we achieve?
I don't know. You tell me.
0 because he never got a game, bruv. So we got 1.5 million. So the 4 million. Great business. Also, before that, sorry, hold up, Agal. Wait a minute. Before that, you were saying, yeah, that we signed up Rob Holding to protect his value. Am I lying? Thank you. So anyway, let's carry on. Yeah, so let's not do this, Agal, because I'll twist you up all day long.
You've gone so far off topic.
No, because I'm coming back to topic, and I'm using these things to prove my point.
Are you still going to big up Timber for injuring players if it happens to somebody?
Oh, 100%.
So you're saying, who else don't you like in the team that you want to see get injured?
Well, did anyone sit there and gas up Gabriel headbutting our striker? Yeah, because I see that all over the timeline.
Nobody bigged that.
Oh, my God. Yeah, oh, my God. Yeah, oh, my God. Jokeris. Oh, he's fucked. He's rubbish. Yeah, Gabriel's done us a favor. I've seen that all over the timeline, bro.
I've not seen that anywhere.
I'm not saying you did that, or Dee did that, or Dan did that, or the chat did that. However, what I'm saying is, yeah, you man pick and choose your battles. Yeah, the fact and reality is.
You're actually saying that, please. Because I brought
Yeah.
evidence of you saying something, not anybody else. So I'm wondering, Lee, we didn't even get to Mosquera yet, who you still think is rash and you still think is a bad footballer. You call him Mosquito. What's going on with that? Even Real Madrid fans will tell you you're wrong. If you really do watch La Liga, as much as you say you do, you would know he was one of the best young up-and-coming centre-backs in Spain.
Okay, Miguel, stop right there, yeah, because that's a great point, and you've made a fantastic point, yeah. If I really do watch La Liga, cool. Go to YouTube right now, which you're doing, because I know you're looking at your computer right now and you're typing, because this is what you do. Type in on YouTube on a separate window. I know, I can see your eyes. Brother, I'm a seasoned vet at this game, bruv. Yeah, and that's why you're smiling. Go to YouTube on a separate window. Type in YouTube. Yeah, youtube.com, whatever. Go to search, type in Lee space reacts space Valencia search. Tell me how many reacts watch-alongs come up with Valencia, please. Please tell me. Answer the question. Don't divert. Tell me how many Valencia watch-alongs I did for Valencia on the Reacts channel, please. And then after that, I'll ask you another question about the under-21 Spain's team. Yeah, that you never watched either. So please tell me the combined amount of watch-alongs that I've done for Valencia on the Reacts chat. Lee space Reacts space Valencia watch-along search. Then do the same. Cancel that. Count how many games it was. Then type in Lee space Reacts space under 21 Spain watch-along search. Tell me how many watch-alongs, please.
Hey, Lee, that's
you know what?
Please tell me.
We don't need to do
because
all
apparently
that.
I don't watch La Liga.
We don't need to
Please
do
tell
all
me.
that.
We don't need to do all of that. Of course we don't.
You know why? I could just share.
Do you know why? Because you know I'm right.
I could just share another video of you speaking about him yourself, and then we can just take your words.
Share it based off of 20 games that I've watched him.
All right, so let's go to that.
So I'm qualified to mention him after watching him. Yeah.
Dan, can you please share my screen?
Dan, please share the screen.
All right, let's go. Can you guys
please share it, Dan?
Listen to this.
Go on.
How many defenders do we need? You know, let's go and sign up a Valencia centre.
1 second, rewind.
Well, honestly, how many more defenders do we need? You know, let's go and sign up a Valencia centre back that's not even good. A man like Mosquito. His best asset is his pace because he's fucking rapid. But again, it just goes to show that this fan base will gas and hype up anything, any old deal, any old rubbish, any old shit. Yeah, because nobody watches La Liga. They tell me every week, well, La Liga's a shit league. La Liga. What are you watching that shit for? It's a farmers league. Really? Because every time I mention a player from this league, I get told they're shit and it's rubbish and they know blah, 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 blah. Like the other day.
But you know which players...
Fantastic. Stop right there, ago. So, have you typed in Lee space Reacts space Valencia watch-along? Search. No, please tell me how many watch-alongs I've done. I'll tell you, it's 16, mate.
Debate, Lee. Do your own research.
It's not a debate. You're calling me out and you're factually incorrect. Yeah, because you're saying you reckon you watch La Liga. No, I've watched him, brother. 16 times for his club.
You know something, guys? I sat there and
do you want to know something, guys?
I sat there for Lee mentioning 25 things that were completely irrelevant, and I just let him talk. And you know something? Today, Lee, I'm not having it. You're in the wrong.
Okay, cool.
I just want you to say, you know what, Mosquera, Mosquito, whatever you want to call him, he looks like a baller for 13 million. And as much as I watched him at La Liga, he looks better at Arsenal because maybe.
Okay, please stop. Sorry to cut in, and I don't want to keep cutting you off, Agal, but I have to stop you at source here. As much as you've watched him in La Liga, please tell me what games you watched him.
Bro, fuck
name the games. No. You just said no. Rewind the stream, guys. He just said as much as I watched him in La Liga. Tell me the games you watched him for La Liga, please.
Bro, forget about La Liga. Forget about La Liga.
No, not forget about La Liga. We're holding you accountable.
I've seen scatter reports, and I've seen what do you call it?
Oh, you said so you never watched him.
And I trust
scatter reports
and people I trust. People I trust.
Oh, people you trust. So you never actually watched him again.
Work with La Liga. People who I trust that have.
Please tell me who these people that work with La Liga are.
They tell me on a regular. They've told
okay,
me,
please tell us who they are that work with La Liga.
I've seen Remedy say he's the closest thing.
I don't know who Remedy is, bruv. You ain't got the remedy for this manager, bruv. I'll tell you that much.
I think Kiko Suarez mentioned how good
Kiko Suarez is a spastic. Ask any Real Madrid fan.
Get out of here, bro.
Yeah, he said Vinny Jr. was leaving. Not Vinny Jr. Rodrigo was leaving all summer, bruv.
Lee, let's not insult
Lee,
people.
your mic is so loud, guns.
Sorry, that's because I'm shouting right into it like that, Dan. Fucking old that.
Let's not insult people who are not here. Okay.
Okay, so cool. So how about we deal with fact-based evidence, Agal? You said literally less than 1 minute ago, based off of what I've watched in La Liga. Please tell me the games that you have watched of Valencia for Mosquera in La Liga. Please tell me the games, because I mean, it ain't that many games, surely. So you must remember the games. You must remember who they played. You must remember who fucking started the games and the score lines. It doesn't matter because you're lying, bro.
What you're trying to do, because what you're trying to do right now, for everyone to see, he's trying to win a side argument. He's trying to tell you, you know what? I know better than you because
I do, because I've watched him.
But you know something? You came into this whole conversation saying he's rash. We've not seen
he is rash.
We've not seen that once since he's been here.
No.
You said his
we ain't.
is amazing. I agree with you. His recovery pace is amazing. But you also said he's not that good. You also said, why are we signing another defender? And you know something?
Facts.
It's proven once again you are wrong and you don't know what you're talking about in this.
Based off of coming on against Leeds United, Liverpool.
Off of us preparing for injuries this season, we now find ourselves in a situation where Saliba's out. We're not as worried away at Liverpool.
So can I ask you this question then?
Against Forest.
I'll let you land your point.
Against Bilbao. And Lee, if you can please for 1 second.
I'll let you land your point. Sorry.
Stay on topic, because
stay on topic. You're the one diverting, bro.
My main point is I don't want to have a back and forth about everything else.
I don't need to have a back and forth. I'm here because I want to be here.
I was strictly speaking about two things. Number one, there's no need for anybody to cuss off one of our own players and celebrate their injury. And number two, you were wrong about Mosquera. After a couple games, you can already see you were wrong about Mosquera. To say he's not good, to say we didn't even need another defender, to say we signed a player that's not good is ridiculous. After just how many minutes he played at Arsenal, you can already see he's much better than you originally thought he was. And I just need you to hold that.
Fantastic. Dan, can you share my screen, please, mate?
Share it, please.
Yeah, sure.
Can you share my screen, please, mate?
There we go, bro.
Can you share my screen?
Me and D are just sat and I haven't even asked a question yet, you know.
Lee reacts Valencia, yeah?
I can't believe what's going on.
Valencia versus Real Madrid featuring Dave 8 months ago. Egal didn't watch that game, by the way. He don't know the score. No, sorry, Egal. Hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah? Valencia versus Sevilla. Did you watch that game? That was over a year ago. 3K views. Did you watch that, Egal? Oh, you didn't. Sorry, my bad. Oh, okay, cool. You didn't watch that. Valencia versus Sevilla again, a different game 5 months ago. Did you watch that one, Egal? Oh, you didn't watch that one either. Yeah, Osasuna versus Valencia, Egal. Did you watch that 6 months ago? Oh, you didn't watch that. Okay, cool. Valencia Barcelona. Did you watch that? Yeah, I'm sat in my dressing gown, mate. Yeah. What about Valencia Girona? Oh, you never watched that one 11 months ago. 2.4K people did. Bless up to them. Yeah. Valencia Madrid, live with Dave again a year ago. Did you watch that game? Oh, you didn't watch that game. That was, look. Oh, shit. Oh, cool. Valencia Villarreal. Did you watch that one again? Oh, you didn't watch that one either. Yeah. Valencia Bilbao. Did you watch that one? Oh, no, you didn't, but I did. Valencia Las Palmas. Did you watch that one 10 months ago? No, you never. Cool.
So can I ask you a question?
Sorry, 1 second, Dan. Sorry, Dan. I know it's your channel. I don't want to take over, and I am taking over because he needs to get put in the fucking bin. Yeah. Valencia versus Barcelona. Yeah. Did you watch that one? No, you fucking didn't. Yeah. I can keep going. Bilbao versus Valencia. This is all on Lee Reacts, by the way. Yeah, I can do this and do this and do this and do this. Yeah,
what's your point?
We can keep doing this. We can keep doing this. Yeah, we can keep doing this. By the way, yeah, I can then go. Yeah, Yeah, Spain under 21s. Because guess what? He played at centre back for the under 21s for Spain. Should I type in Lee Reacts Spain under 21s?
What's your point though?
My point is this motherfucker's never watched him play football, and he's trying to tell me that I'm wrong about giving an opinion based off of watching him over 20 times when he's never watched him and taken the word of nice people he knows and watching him keep a clean sheet against a fucking couple of teams that we're supposed to beat. Cool. Wait. No drama. No, sorry. 1 second. Fantastic. So now we have Saliba cover. If we have Saliba cover, there's no reason for you to blame Saliba being injured for why we can't win the league. Fantastic. That is all you have proven. I have watched this guy play football. You don't even know what position he plays, mate, because you don't watch him. I watch La Liga every week, and anyone in this chat that watches me watch La Liga every week and watches me every day knows I watch La Liga every week and knows I know every baller in that league, whether they're good, bad, or ugly. Yeah, and let me tell you right now, why did he play left centre back last season? Why? Because Diakabi was out injured. Diakabi's now back. This guy's now gone. They get weighed in again at the weekend by Barca 6-0. They got whammed in, 7-1 last season. Oh, who played? Oh, okay, sorry, my bad. Yeah, oh, my bad. Yeah, so now he comes into a better football club, that is defensively orientated, set up for defense. He's going to look half decent. But guess what? When he comes up against proper players, not Leeds United striker, not Nottingham Forest striker, not Inaki Williams, who's about 40, bruv.
Anfield.
Hold up 1 second. Who was Liverpool striker that day, please?
Ekitike.
Thank you very much. Brand new in the league. Hold up. Let me land. You answered the question. I'll come back. So Eka TikTok, Mr. Sitter tonight. Yeah. So guess what? If that's Isak or Haaland, different ball game. So whilst it's great that we've beaten teams we should be beating, and he's looked very good, and he has looked very good. However, he's still got nutmegged yesterday. So did Zubamendi. So did Mikel Mourinho. All our Spanish ballers got run ragged yesterday. But everyone's sitting there gassing up Mosquera. And then I get told, you're wrong, for watching this guy for 20 plus games, when you've never watched the guy. This is like me saying, yo, Maradona was shit, bruv. Yeah.
You want to know something? Kirk was good at Bournemouth. Doesn't mean he's doing good at Liverpool.
Fantastic.
I get your point about maybe he wasn't as good over there. But from what I've heard, your whole analysis...
watched.
From what I've heard, because I guess what?
Heard.
I haven't watched it. Why
Thank you. Say that again, please. Again, for the cheap seats in the back. Say that again, please. Say what you said. Please say what you said. Please say what you said. From what you've what?
From what I've heard, because
Thank you.
I'm not going to sit there and watch 30 games of Valencia. I'm going to tell you what I've heard and what I've seen. And from what I've heard... But then you're going to sit there and cuss me when I do. No. From what I've heard and what I've seen, you got it wrong. You got to admit when you're wrong. And Lee...
But I've watched him and he ain't.
I've yet to see you come on any stream and say, you know what, hold up my hands.
Dan, it's currently 20 to midnight in Spain, The sky is blue. The sky is blue, Dan. The sky is bright blue. It's baby blue right now. Because do you know what? Because from what I've heard, the sky is baby blue. And if you hear the sky is baby blue at midnight, eventually you believe the sky is baby blue, hence why everyone's quadruple jabs.
Anyways, guys,
I've watched this guy. I've watched the guy. You've not watched him, brother. You've heard. Cool. How about watching, mate? I've watched him for under 21 Spain. I've watched him for Valencia. Thank you very much.
Set a poll.
Sorry, Dan.
Let's see who the people think won this debate. It's over.
I don't give a fuck who wins the debate. I've watched him. You ain't.
Let me ask this question.
I've seen your opinion is wrong, and you're not willing to admit it.
Opinion can't be wrong.
Let me ask this question.
It's not a fact. It's an opinion.
Me, not do anything. Otherwise, we're just gonna
based on my evidence that I've watched, actually watched, not taken fan opinion from people you like and rate, based off of 20 games plus that I have actually watched the guy. I can factually say he's rash. I can factually, after 37 years of supporting this club, have my fucking opinion on it. And say this manager's shit. I can factually, after doing 200 grand traveling around the world watching this club, have my opinion on it. If you ain't seen it, done it, won it, or looked at it, but you're taking fan opinion from trusted people that you like because they make you feel a certain way, that ain't my problem, bro. I've actually seen it. And if I've seen it, I've seen it. If you ain't seen it and you're taking fan opinion, gassed off of credited sources, that's your problem, Bob. I'll see you in 3 years.
What was your drink of choice tonight? My
drink of choice is facts. You know me, D. Facts. That's all I deal with. My man's never watched him play football. and he wants to tell me I'm factually incorrect.
Lee,
Can
I ask you a question? Lee, can I ask you a question? One question.
Man.
Can somebody watch something and their opinion on what they're watching be incorrect?
No opinion is incorrect. It's their opinion.
What? But I can say that. But I can say that. In my opinion,
right now?
In my opinion,
it's dark, right? It's dark.
In my opinion,
the
moon is the Earth. In my opinion, the moon is the Earth. But factually, the moon is not the Earth. The moon is the moon. So an opinion can be correct.
Okay. Hooks, you're not going to try and twist me up, and I'm not going to fall into your bullshit. Yeah, and I love you dearly. I love you, and I love a girl. And I love this chat. However, the sky right now, if you look at your curtains right now and you draw the curtains, what color is the sky, bro? Please tell me. Please tell me the color.
Man's chicken.
It's like a dark blue.
Oh, fuck off, man.
It's like a dark ocean blue.
No, this guy's a fucking idiot.
No, opinions can't be incorrect in it. In my opinion, it's a dark ocean blue.
But facts don't care about opinions. And factually, the sky is black right now, bruv, in Spain and in the UK. Because it is black. Yeah, and let me tell you right now, opinions on footballers are down to the individual and how they see football. However, somebody that has watched a footballer and somebody who hasn't watched a footballer, the person who hasn't watched the footballer cannot then try and gazump the person who has factually watched the footballer play 20 full fucking games of football, and they're just taking their mates' opinions on it when they've never watched them. Sorry, mate. No disrespect. Your opinion is your opinion, but my opinion is fact-based, based on what I've watched. Based on what I've watched. You ain't watched him. He ain't watched him. He's taken his mate. No, sorry, Hooks, 1 sec. He's taken his mates and trusted sources' words on it. I factually watched the guy play football 20 games, brother. So, yes, it's not.
Opinions, right? Doesn't mean your opinions.
Doesn't matter. It's right. Factually, you're right. It doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong. It's an opinion. But my opinion is based off of evidence that I factually watched. His is based off of his mates telling him he's all right. Get out of here, bro.
Lee, let me ask.
I'm going to shut up now, Dan.
No, it's cool.
I came in like a wrecking ball, Dan. I'll shut up now.
No, it's cool. I'm exhausted already, and it's 38 minutes. I tell you,
Dan, you've got another 4 hours to go, mate.
I feel it's coming. Listen, I've got to ask the panel this, right? Let's start on Mosquera, because Mosquera's been mentioned, obviously, and big up to it, cowardly. It's all love as well, and everyone chat I think it's actually all serious and stuff. They actually do get on people. Let's just calm down. But look, Mosquera, I've got to be honest. I didn't watch the geezer at Valencia. No idea. The last time I did a Valencia highlight reel was Mustafi, and I thought he was going to be Cannavaro, right? So I don't make that mistake again. Now, what I will say, and I don't know what Lee's opinion is in this, and I'll let Lee come in last on this, right? I have been impressed with Mosquera at Arsenal. I haven't seen him at Valencia. All I can do is judge him in the 3-4 games I've seen him, and I think he's done well. I think when you look at him coming in for the games that he has done, I think he impressed in a couple of glimpses. I saw him in pre-season, and I thought he was good. That doesn't mean he's better than Saliba. He's going to be our next Tony Adams, and we do overhype stuff at Arsenal in our fan base. However, I've been quite impressed. Let me bring D in on the performance of Mosquera and what you would do at the weekend, because obviously Saliba, we don't know how fit he is. Mosquera's played well. They're the two questions I've got for you, D. What have you thought of Mosquera, and would you play him at the weekend, bro?
Firstly, I think when it comes to Mosquera, anyone that says that he's not, we've not been impressed with him would be crazy. Like, he's not only has he been impressive, he's been thrown in at the deep end, and he's looked like as good as any centre back we've had in the last few years. That's how good he's looked. So he's been there for 3 games. He came on at Anfield randomly, was just as like Saliba wasn't there. He played at Nottingham Forest, it was like Saliba wasn't there, and he came on. He played against Bilbao, and we didn't miss Saliba in any of those games. So that's as high a praise as you can give him. Obviously, it cost 30 million or 11 million. The fact that he got 11 million for that, it's looking like a super signing. I will play at the weekend. We're playing Man City. I'll play Saliba straight away. Saliba comes straight back in the team, because that's our main man. Saliba comes straight back in the team, and so does Saka if he's fit. Like, if those guys are fit, they come straight back in the team. But you can't look at Mosquera and act like he hasn't been phenomenal in the 3 games. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's a small sample size, but he's been as good as any centre back that I've seen in the last few years at our club. So no one can deny that. His passing is brilliant. He hasn't made one mistake yet. He hasn't made one mistake. He hasn't. No one can say that. You might, like Lee says, Lee watched him play, like he said a few times, and he thinks he's over a period of time, 20, 30 times. Maybe we might see some flaws and stuff. That's what happens, isn't it, over a larger sample size. But what we've seen, he's looking phenomenal. So, and he's 21 years old, so he looks like a super still. So no one could. It's the same as when Timber came. When Timber came, he looked brilliant immediately. Like when Timber came, he just straight away looked brilliant. Mosquera, we've had Kivior, we've had Calafiori playing centre back, we've had Ben White play centre back. None of them looked as good as Mosquera centre back. None of them. So he's come in the team and he looks phenomenal, man. He's 21 years old, isn't it? But he's still a bench player to me, though. He's still a squad player for now. But I'm not worried if he's coming in the team. Like if we have to play Man City and he plays, I'm not worried. If we have to play any team, I'm not like, oh, Mosquera's playing. So that's as much as we can get from him, really.
So look, I've got to admit that I have been impressed with what I've seen. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to go south, because we've seen it before where Arsenal players have had good starts. But I think you're right. I think to bring up the Timber stuff, because I thought he looked phenomenal straight away. And I've been impressed with what I've seen from Mosquera. Now, rightly so, I don't think Lee's wrong for saying that I've seen him, and trust me, he does make mistakes, or he is quite rash at times or whatever. And I'm sure, and I've said, I think he'll make mistakes at Arsenal because he's 21, right? And he's new to the league and stuff like that. But all I can do is judge him in the games that I've seen. Hooks, what would you do at the weekend? Would you give Saliba another week off to get 100%, or would you start him alongside Gabriel against Haaland? Or are you happy with Mosquera, bruv?
I think you got to start Saliba, like just for the experience. I think you got to start Saliba. Like, I mean, it would be a very brave move from Arteta if he started Mosquera, and it'd be a good show of faith. And I guess there is the angle of if a player is playing good and they're in form, then I mean you play them, right? But I just think for how intense the game's gonna be, and a little bit of the kind of bite that the game has because of the history over the last few times we've played, it's been very heated. I think just like he's 2021, like you don't need to throw him into that type of game. But if you did, then I'm pretty sure he'd be able to navigate through it. Like the two things that have seemed very apparent to me, at least with Mosquera, is A, his on the ball ability is amazing, and B, he's so calm. Like he's actually like Rash is over here, Mosquera's all the way over there, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like Rash is in England, Mosquera's all the way over in Spain. That's how far away from Rash he is. He's a very calm, collected player. He actually breaks lines quite a lot. He's got a good eye for a pass. So I guess if we want to keep the ball, maybe you throw Mosquera in. I definitely think he's a lot better on the ball, or at least makes a lot better decisions with passing on the ball than Saliba. But
clip that down.
I think you got to, like Haaland is
43 minutes, 57 seconds. Clip that.
Clip what? Oh, my opinion.
Yeah.
That can't be incorrect because it's an opinion.
So he's better on the ball than Saliba. Yeah, he's less rash than Saliba. Cool. Clip that, please. I'll clip that.
Wait, what was the second part?
43 minutes, 57 seconds. I'm writing that down right now. I'm going to keep a file of all of you lot all season.
What was the second part? Hey, but Lee,
no, carry on. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Opinions can't be incorrect. Remember?
No, they can't. They can't.
Yeah, opinions can't be incorrect.
However, when he fucks up,
no, opinions can't. Hey, my opinion that can't be incorrect is based on factual.
I'm going to shut up. I'm just
actual evidence of watching him play for Arsenal
for a couple of games. Cool.
But yeah. 3.
No, not 3.
I mean, hey, if you want, I can throw in the substitute appearances as well.
Played 3 full games, so stop lying.
I can throw in the substitute appearances.
Yeah, you're like your manager. He's lying.
Factually,
he's not played 3 full games.
Factually speaking, I've watched him play.
He's not played 3 full games. So stop lying.
Factually speaking,
he's not played 3 full games. Stop lying.
My opinion is derived from.
Factually speaking, he's not played 3 full games.
Factually speaking, my opinion is derived from evidence of watching him play games for Arsenal.
Okay.
So and factually speaking, opinions can't be incorrect because they're opinions. They're not.
No, they're opinions. You're right.
Yeah, they're right. It's my opinion, man. You know what I'm saying?
Fantastic.
So,
but he's better on the ball and he's better passing than Saliba. Fantastic. Cool.
Technically, I said he makes better.
No,
decisions.
you never said not technically. There's no technicality, bruv. Yeah,
Hey,
I've got that clips already.
Hey, Lee. I hear it. Couple of cans, but it's not the Lee and Hook show.
No, okay,
So,
cool. You can
by the way,
dismiss me. You can say I'm drunk. You can say
I'm not
not
dismissing
you can
anybody.
Say I'm racist.
Hey,
you can say whatever you want. You're negative. You're a
What
toxic.
are you doing?
No, you can say whatever you want, and this is what these men do. Guess what?
We're going
You're
down.
not
right.
playing the victim. Nobody's attacking
I'm
you.
not playing victim. I'm sitting there laughing at you.
We're going down
This
dark
man said he's
path,
better
man.
on the ball than Saliba after watching him for less than 3 full games. Cool.
Hey, it's my opinion. It can't be.
It is your opinion.
So,
so I'll shut up.
In my
I mean,
opinion,
carry this on for 3 minutes, so I'll shut up.
Please, it would be very nice. In my opinion, I think he's better on the ball. I would like to see Saliba back. I just think the experience and kind of know-how in that game will kind of trump like playing better or better. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel it'll be too uncomfortable for him. But I wouldn't be surprised if Arteta does it because Arteta he can be a bit of a madman at times.
No, the thing is, yeah. Like, this is what we bought Mosquera for. We didn't buy him to play 30 games in the season. We bought him to fill in when we had a couple of injuries. This is what it's for, to a player that can fit in. And he's doing his job exactly as what we bought him for. So I'm saying, when you have a spare tire on the wheel on a car, you don't buy it to go on a 5-hour drive. You buy it to get you through the day to go and change it the next day. So this has
the wheel.
This is what Mosquera is.
Have you watched the wheel drive 20 times in Valencia? I don't know if you can. I don't know what you're asking me. I don't know what you're saying. Carry on, man. Hey, Wolfie's in the chat.
What we bought him for.
Big up to Wolfie for the raid, man. Absolute legend. I appreciate you. I appreciate Lee as well for the raid. I didn't even say thanks. So big up.
Sorry, Wolfie, for the L, but we need that.
Big up Lee as well. Like I said, you buy him. What he's doing, he's fulfilling his role. He's fulfilling his job currently. You know what I'm saying? He's a squad player that needs to fill in, and he's filling in perfectly fine. So as soon as Saliba comes back, he comes onto the bench again, and that way there's no pressure on him, and he doesn't have to play 30 games and win the title. He comes in when he needs him. That's what he's there for.
D,
let me ask.
I wanted to say one thing before because I'm gonna have to go in like 6 minutes. I feel like
rage quitting already, yeah?
No, it's not rage quitting. I told Dan I could only stay for an hour before.
Rage quitting.
But when it comes to Arsenal, do you guys feel like they're nitpicking on everything we say? Or
no. You're so fucking invested.
I seen friggin' Talk Sport talking about how Arsenal have to play good with their bench players. It doesn't matter if they have starters or bench players.
Why do you care what Talk Sport say? Please answer that question.
I seen Sky Sports criticizing Arteta for calling the players what did he call them? Instead of calling them backups, finishers. And they're getting rattled by that.
Okay, that's
the worst thing of them all. The worst thing of them all.
That's some American shit, bro.
1 second. It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter.
It's
English football, bro. It's not American sports. They're not finishers, bro. They're subs.
Let me finish the sentence, man. The final thing is, I feel like when Arsenal win a game 2-0 in the fashion that we did, we're boring. When Arsenal win the game 5-0, it's Leeds. When Arsenal, win 1-0 versus Manchester United, it's not, you got the result done, you grinded it out. No, it's if you keep playing like that, you're not going to do nothing. And I feel like no matter what we do this season, we've had 5 games. We lost one of them, but all of the wins have been heavily criticized more than I've seen anybody else's.
Okay, cool. Do you know why, Gail? Can I answer that, please?
No, it's because I feel like we generally are held to a higher standard because we are criticized at a higher rate than other teams.
Okay, can I answer that?
Liverpool won the league.
Let me know when I can answer that.
Chelsea won the Club World Cup, and all these guys could have much worse performances than us week in, week out. But it doesn't matter because let's talk about what Arsenal did. Let's view Arsenal under this microscope and start talking about some nonsense that doesn't mean anything.
Can I answer that then? I'll tell you why. Number one, you act like a 5-year-old. My winger's better than your winger. My winger's got more GA than yours. Yeah. Oh my God, Phil Foden, Saka. No, let me answer. Yeah, I'll let you land. Oh my God, Saka's better than Foden. No, he fucking ain't. No, he ain't.
What does that have
Yeah.
to do with anything?
No, so let me finish then. I'll let you finish. Yeah, I'll let you finish. You're more invested in Arsenal content online than you are any other club online. So naturally, you're going to nitpick at every single fucking negative thing that you deem negative. Thierry Henry absolutely fucking nailed it, yeah, on CBS Galasso. Yeah, I shared it on my stream last night, the emergency meeting. Yeah, he said, and you can see the fire. There was no fire in his eyes and his heart. Guess what? When I shared that, I've been out 2.5 hours, yeah, 30k views. Why? They got 500,000 followers. Why did nobody share that? Why? Because TT's jealous of Arteta. Motherfucker's got a statue outside the ground, mate. Right? Yeah. Why is he jealous? Yeah. He sat there and said, "We have to win." Yeah. Carragher sat there and said, "Well, maybe." And then Micah Richards sat there and said, "Potentially," or some bullshit. I'm paraphrasing. I can't remember the exact words. TT said, "We have to go and nick the league. We have to grab the league. We have to want to win." Carragher goes something along the lines of, "Well, try or maybe." Then Micah Richards, who won fuck all and got lucky he was at City in the first place, yeah, was like, "Oh, maybe." Yeah, and I broke it down with Matty, and I broke it down with Norms, and I broke it down with everyone in the chat. Yeah, fact and fucking reality is, yeah, Thierry Henry knows how to win. Yeah, as soon as TT speaks negative in your eyes against this club, when he was breaking down Victor Gyökeres, when he took a great first touch, and then he didn't take that touch, and he was saying, "Come across the defender." He's right. If TT did that in the fucking Champions League final, we win it. Yeah, so people are cussing him, go, "Oh, well, if you did that in the Champions," but they're right. Fact is, yeah, when TT speaks, you listen. When Tony Adams speaks, you listen. Yeah, when Martin Keown speaks, you listen. Whether Petit speaks and anyone.
What about Ian Wright?
Ian Wright, all of them. Uncle, bro, I was the white Ian Wright in the playground. That was my idol growing up. Yeah, doesn't matter whether you agree with their opinion. Yeah, the fact is, they're legends of our football club. The problem is, soon as anybody comes out and says something that goes against this manager in the slightest single minuscule form, yeah, this fan base jump on them and go, "He's jealous." Why would TT be jealous of Arteta, mate? He's won a World Cup, he's won a Champions League, he's won doubles, he's won the league at Old Trafford, he's won the league at fucking Tottenham, he's got a statue outside the ground. Yes, he was a shit manager. Tony Adams, shit manager. Cool. Oh, how can he say the captain this and the captain? No, again, let me land and I'll finish in 10 seconds.
You filibuster and you start mentioning points that nobody brought up to win a side argument that nobody.
No, but you asked the question, why is everyone in the media crying about Arsenal and criticizing Arsenal? So I'm telling you. I'm telling you. The problem is you guys want to cut me off, yeah? Real talk ago, yeah?
No,
I like you.
Mentioning things that are off topic.
No, they're not off topic. It's all relevant to the topic. The problem is you got a brain span of a fucking TikTok. Yeah, 10 seconds. Yeah, respectfully, Agal. You know I like you. You know you're my guy, yeah? So right? But you have a 10-second, 30-second TikTok brain, yeah? The fact and reality is, yeah, when TT speaks, shut the fuck up and listen. If you agree with him,
so when he says, "I'm not Arteta in, I'm not Arteta out, I'm Arsenal," you shut the fuck up and listen.
And I did.
No, you
and
don't.
Guess what?
You're still talking about Arteta after every game.
Chat, please. Anyone in this chat, Rachel, you're in my chat. You're in Dan's chat right now. Everyone in this chat, right? Melbourne, everyone in this chat. LG023, everyone. Gunner for Life, Torin, Nick, Football Club, everyone. I can name after name. I ain't gonna waste my time doing this. It's Dan's channel, yeah. Facts and reality is, yeah. Yeah, when TT speaks and I disagree with him, I go, "He's the king. He can say what the fuck he wants. He's got a statue for a reason." Yeah, Tony Adams speaks and says, "Oh, what did he do as a manager? He's drunk again." No, fact is, what did he do as a captain?
Why was you cussing Ian Wright then?
Why was I cussing Ian Wright? I cussed Ian Wright because that guy's a sellout, bruv. However, I have bigged up Ian Wright. And I always big up Ian Wright. And anyone, do you know this? You watch me, you guys watch me, yeah? The chat watches me. I will cuss out Ian Wright for his bad takes, in my opinion, for his opinion. Yeah, his bad takes to keep his employment going. Hold up. Yeah. Fact and reality is, he is a company man, he is a club man, and he's sold his soul for £1 note, yeah? Right? And he sold his family down the road. That's another story. However, right? Facts and reality is, yeah, that guy is a fucking legend of our football club and should have a statue outside our ground. Yeah, he was our all-time top goal scorer. Anyone who watches me daily knows I tell the same shit every day. The problem is, you people that are sitting there cussing me out in the chat, or people on the panel that don't listen to what I'm saying because they don't watch me, and I get that, you're busy, you've got your own shows, you've got your own lives here, you've got your own families. Yeah, I don't get that's cool. Yeah, facts and reality is, man, you can say I'm drunk all you like, mate. I ain't drunk, bruv. Bend over all you like. Nobody cares, bruv. Yeah, I'm not drunk. Yeah, fact is, facts are facts. Yeah, facts are, yeah, Ian Wright should have a statue at our club. George Graham should have a statue at our club. But if Ian Wright comes out and says some bullshit that I don't agree with, then I'm going to call it out. When Ian Wright sat there and said, oh, let's put Cole Palmer, let me finish. When Cole Palmer put him at right wing and put Bukayo Saka at left back, how long did it take Wrighty to get another gig at Arsenal? Oh, 8 months. Because the whole fan base turned on him because they dared to criticise Bukayo Saka. That's Ian Wright, bruv. That is a legend of our club. So when you're saying, why does the media have an agenda and this and that? No, Miguel, the media don't have an agenda. The problem is what you do as an Arsenal fan and what a lot of people do as Arsenal fans, yeah, is they only look at what Arsenal fucking people are saying, or fans or ex-players that are talking about Arsenal. If you go and do the same for Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, Man City, any other club, yeah, Man United, yeah, Roy Keane is the harshest critic on Man United out of any fucking club. He talks bad about Man United every day. Do you know why? Because he won fucking 7 Premier Leagues, mate. Yeah, that guy sacrificed his whole fucking semi-final to get Man U to the final, which they won in the champs. He knew he was banned from the final because he got a second yellow. Yeah, and he was banned, right? So guess what? He sacrificed his body. How many of these players give a fuck? Martin Odegaard was jumping out of tackles the other day before he got injured. Yeah, fair play. He got injured. Fairs, whatever. Yeah, cool. I said Timber, cool, whatever. Nobody cares. Facts and reality is Roy Keane put his body on the line. Vieira, Henry, Wrighty, all these players. And when you say people in the media, why do you give a fuck what Gary Neville says about Arsenal? He ain't supposed to like Arsenal, Miguel. Yeah, Roy Keane ain't supposed to like Arsenal. Nobody is supposed to like Arsenal. So why do you give 2 flying fucks what any cunt in the media says about Arsenal? What do you think about Arsenal? That's all that matters, bro.
What about the Man City game coming up? What do we think about the Man City?
What about the Man City game? Fuck Man City. Yeah, real talk. A gal sitting there crying about what Roy Keane and Gary Neville and Talk Sport and Simon Jordan and oh my God, Jim White. Yeah, who cares what they say? They do not stop Arsenal winning a trophy. Neither do the ex-players. However, the ex-players that call this shit out, people like you, Agal, sit there and cuss legends. Some of them have statues out. Yeah, because you don't feel in a certain way because they cussed your manager. That is a you problem, not a them problem. Hold up, wait a minute, and I'm going to drop the mic. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. You don't get to do that, Lee. I do the same with Ian Wright, but guess what? I respect Ian Wright for his opinions. Yeah, and I respect him as a footballer. Yeah, but guess what? I don't have to agree with him. However, I don't sit there crying about the mainstream media cussing Arsenal off because you know what? Most of the people that cuss Arsenal off are fucking spot on. The problem is people that are in a delusional bubble like you, yeah, sit there and go, oh my God, Gary Neville said this and go, oh, Jamie Carragher, who gives a fuck what they got to say? They're not supposed to like us, bro. If Ian Wright's sucking us off, I can call it out. Ian Wright, I will always respect. I walked past that geezer at AFTV's 5th birthday, yeah? AFTV's 5th birthday in King's Cross, yeah, a YouTube studio. Me and Kenny Ken walked straight past him. Everyone's I said, fuck him. That was my idol growing up. I fucking love that guy, bro. I still love that guy to this day. However, I do not rate how he has become and what he has turned into to suck a pound note out of this club. Yeah, and fair play to him. Good luck to him. However, I can never, ever, ever forget what that guy done to my football club and gave me the moments he gave me, bro. Bro, what shirt's this? What year is this, Agal? Tell me the year of the shirt, please. Quick, real quick. What year? What year?
Lee, I'm not here for a quiz. Every time.
Tell me the. No, you're not here for a quiz. What year is this shirt, Agal? Tell me the year. Real quick. Don't Google it. What year?
Oh, bro. Lee,
what year? Tell me real quick. Don't watch the chat. Tell me the year.
What year is it?
97, 98, brother. Yeah,
Man
thank
City.
you. That's all we need to know. Mic drop. I'll shut the fuck up. I'm going for a piss.
Can
I
we talk
started
about Man
watching
City?
football in '98. Big deal.
Yeah, cool. What year did you start supporting Arsenal, bro?
Back in
98.
Gal.
98. Cool. So that's why. And you don't know this shirt. Wow, iconic shit. You know. I'm going for a
7
piss.
years
This is
old. I'm
crazy.
supposed to remember everything from 7.
No, but guess what? Don't chat to people like me, Kenny Ken, DJ B, Norms, and all these other fucking people, Jezza, and chat shit and talk down to them when you know fuck all about the history of our football club. That's all I'm saying, girl.
Guess
Respectfully,
what? You're older than me. You know
doesn't
more than
matter
me.
whether I'm older
Guess
than
what?
you.
Guess what?
Jez knows
Instead of-
more than me.
instead of-
Kenny knows
instead
more
of-
than me.
instead of
I don't know
having
everything
98
about Arsenal. It's all about respect, girl.
I do have respect for you, but when
You
you
don't.
start talking about things that I don't agree with, and I call you out on it, you start
Cool.
filibustering.
Well, I
stuff
asked you a
about
simple
absolute
question.
random.
What year is this shirt? You didn't have a clue, bruv. Yeah. And you want to chat to me? Cool. When you learn the history of our once great club, yeah,
So
then
every
come
single-
chat to me, girl.
Every single fan who started supporting the club after '92 should know what the '92 kid is.
Yeah. Because if you want to chat to people that do know, and you want to talk down to them and argue against them, at least come with fact-based evidence. Because, yeah, respectfully, the fan base is a global fan base. Some are younger, some are older. Jezza's a fucking veteran of the game. Yeah, he's the godfather, the OG. DJB, Kenny Ken, they're oracles as well. But don't talk down to people that have been there,
How
seen
am I
it, done
talking
it.
down? I just simply said, do you are you?
You don't
gonna
even know what
admit-
year the shirt was, girl.
And you know something, Lee? You're never willing to admit when you're wrong. So, in my
No,
opinion,
I'll admit when I'm wrong,
in
but
my
I've been
opinion,
proven right for
you're-
20 years,
there's
mate.
never a constructive conversation with you, Lee. It's your way or the highway. And in that kind of situation, there's no point of debating with you.
Version.
There's no point of
You
debating.
did
with
not know one of the most
That doesn't
iconic
mean
shirts in
nothing.
Arsenal
That doesn't
history.
mean nothing.
What year it was?
That
That's
doesn't mean
crazy
nothing.
work.
That doesn't mean nothing.
It does mean shit. Because you know what? If I'm going to go and talk to somebody like Jez or Kenny or DJB or Norms, yeah, or anyone older, there's loads of Arsenal fans. There's a geezer around the corner. He goes in the bar at the end of the road. Yeah, he was at Bergkamp's testimonial. Only time he's ever been to the Emirates. He said, fuck that stadium, it's shit. He was going home and away for donkeys. Yeah, he's been out here 19 years. Yeah, bless up to him. I'm not going to mention his name. Yeah, bless up to him. Only game he's been at the Emirates was Bergkamp's testimonial. I said, why haven't you been back? He said, because that stadium's soulless, mate. We lost our soul when we smashed that stadium down. Yeah, I said, how many times you been back to England? He went about 4 or 5 times. Now, hold up, girl. I'm not going to sit there and talk how you talk to me, Kenny, DJB, Jezza, Potsy.
Why are you acting like a victim? Why are you sitting here crying like a victim?
Why are you cutting me off? Why are you deflecting? Why are you deflecting? I can't sit here and talk to you about the Maple Leafs because I don't know about the Maple Leafs.
You're sitting here talking about how I talk to you. Lee,
Yeah,
are you
because you
serious?
talk like shit when you don't know nothing about my club, mate. You didn't even know what year this shirt is. It's one of the most iconic shirts in our history, mate.
Lee, cry me a goddamn river. You're talking.
Yeah, cry me a river. Yeah.
The
Oh,
whole day.
cool.
All right.
Hey,
Let's
Justin Timberlake. Is
The whole
Justin
day
Timberlake
we've been
Canadian
trying-
or is that
the whole
Justin
day we've been
Bieber?
trying
Am I
to
getting them
talk
mixed
about
up?
Football. The whole day we've been trying to talk about football. You've been going on a tangent. and
I ain't been going
everyone-
on nothing. You try cut me off every time. Yeah. Fact is,
No,
I said,
you
what
speak
year
for
is this
20
shirt?
minutes and then say, "Don't cut me off."
What year is this shirt? You didn't know. That's one of the most iconic shirts in Arsenal's history, brother. And you want to chat to Kenny, Jez, fuck me. Don't worry about me. Yeah, Kenny, Jez, and DJB, and you want to shout them down on shows like this,
When
and you
did I
don't even know
mention
what
Kenny,
fucking year this shirt
DJB, or
is.
any of them?
No, I'm
When-
mentioning
one
them.
second. When
No,
did I
I'm
mention
mentioning them because you want to sit here like the Oracle and you're the be all and end all, yeah, right? And you think you're fucking amazing.
I'm a fan just like you.
Thank you. So shut your mouth and respect your elders, then,
All
innit?
right, let's calm. Let's calm.
No,
Okay,
well,
now
shut your
you
mouth
lost
and
it.
respect your
You
elders,
lost
then, innit?
You
Yeah,
lost
rage
it.
quit, quick, rage
You lost
quit.
your head.
Yeah, shut your mouth
You
and
look
respect
like
your
Simeone.
elders.
Lee,
All right,
you
Lee,
look
Yeah.
like
Lee,
Simeone.
calm
You
down,
don't
Lee.
even know that
Calm,
that's
calm, calm.
97,
You lost your head.
98.
Man's
You know
lost his
that.
head.
Crazy.
Alright.
I ain't lost my head, bruv. I'm fully in the room, mate. Yeah, and I've had enough of your bullshit.
Lee, let's calm. Lee, let's calm.
No, I'm
Lee,
calm, Dan. I'm going for a piss. Dan, I'm not even fun.
You're
Yeah,
embarrassing.
anyone chatting shit in the chat, I don't care, bruv. Man
embarrassing.
didn't even know one of our most iconic
You're
shirts in our
embarrassing.
fucking
You're
club's
embarrassing.
history.
Go
Crazy
take a break,
work, you know.
Go take a break. Go take
Yeah,
a
and he
break.
wants to
Alright,
chat
cool.
down to all our.
Go take a
Get
break.
out.
We
Alright,
can't even
cool.
talk about football, man. Sitting here talking about random.
No,
Let's
we're
leave it,
talking
Lee.
about football, but you
Lee,
keep
let's
cutting
leave
me
it.
off, mate.
Leave
Yeah,
it.
you didn't know
You talk for 20
97.
minutes and get mad when somebody cuts you off. This is
Name
a
the
show.
starting 11. Name the starting 11 that season.
Lee, just leave it. Let's
No,
leave it.
name the starting 11 without Googling it, 'cause it's now going on his Google. Yeah. Put your hands up. Name the starting. Unmute yourself and name the starting 11 that season, real quick. Go on.
Why don't you not have a boxing fight?
Why don't you go talk about football?
No, why don't you name the starting 11, mate? Because you seem to know everything.
Let's have a boxing fight for real.
Bro, I got double scoliosis. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Yeah. And guess what? Yeah, I don't hate a girl. However, I hate his opinions and he's chatting shit. Name the starting 11 that season. Name it. You can't. Yeah, so shut your mouth. Yeah, you can't name the starting 11 from 97, 98. You don't know my club, mate. And you want to sit here and talk down to people on this show every week, yeah? And that's why I sat here and I came in like a wrecking ball. And do you know what? I'm sitting there laughing and smiling.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of disappointed in Lee.
You're disappointed. I'm disappointed. You chat to Kenny Ken, DJB, and Jez like piece of shit.
Let's leave it. Let's not do it. Let's not do it. Let's not make it turn. Let's not make it turn. Come on. Let's not do this, man. You go have a couple of minutes, Guns. And Igal, I know you've got to get off in a minute. Let me just, while Lee's not here.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was sitting here having a conversation. It just turned left out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's cool. We'll chat. It's offline thing, innit? We'll chat offline. Yeah. Let's just get this Man City sort of situation, and then we can wrap.
We're gonna beat Man City, and I've got to go. I think we're going to beat Man City. I think we're going to keep a clean sheet. We're going to show them our defense is serious. And a lot of people are going to say it's boring football, but that's how we get results. We do what we need to do, and we don't care about entertaining the masses. I think it's going to be a 2-0 Arsenal victory. Man City are going to come there. They're going to be annoyed. They're going to say these guys are playing anti-football, and then they're going to talk shit about us after the game after we beat them 2-0. But yeah, all you people, you guys have yourselves a wonderful day, and yeah, enjoy yourselves.
Big up, bro. I appreciate you coming on, man. In a bit, man. In a bit. Yeah, look, I've gone 2-1. I'm quietly confident. I'm quietly confident we can do this, man. You good, Hooks? You all right?
Someone who's watching the show just sent me the funniest message.
You can tell me after, man. What are you saying? What are you saying about the game, man? What are you saying? Because I'm quietly confident 2-1, and the reason is because I don't think they're defensively. I think they're defensively vulnerable still, Man City. And although I think Haaland's on fire, Foden banged at the weekend, I still fancy us to dominate the midfield. Their midfield has not looked too good against Man United, in my opinion. And I fancy us, Hooks. 2-1 Arsenal, I'm going.
Hooks can't even concentrate.
They can't even talk. What's happening tonight, man? What's going on, man? I can't. D, we should have just done a show, me and you, innit?
It's a crazy one today, man.
Maybe Liverpool last minute goal has sent.
Oh man. So yeah. Hey, do you know what? Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't want to get called deluded, but like, by the way, I think we're punching up Man City, man. Like, I'll be so real. Like, do you know what it is? I'm at the point now, yeah, where it's like I'm still trying to figure out who scores against us from open play. That's all I'm thinking. All I've got in the back of my mind is I can't right now. I just can't see how we concede. Like, yeah, people can maybe have their opinions about how good or how fluid we are going forward, but I think the one thing that everyone can agree with is right now defensively we just look so on point. Like, we haven't conceded an open play goal all season, and I know it's only been 5 games, but in those 5 games we've gone to Old Trafford, we've gone to Bilbao Stadium, we've gone to Anfield, and then we've had Nottingham Forest come to our ground. The Leeds one, fair play. Like, that's the one game that I was looking at. Like, yeah, if we can batter them, that will give us a bit of confidence moving forward. So, yeah, and obviously, I think Man City haven't got Turkey, who was like, I guess, quote unquote, one of their star signings. They're still finding their feet. I think they've lost twice already. Like, I just feel like we're a lot more settled than Man City at the moment. Like, if we was going to the Etihad, then I'd be like, oh, you know what? Could be a bit of a tricky one. But because it's at the Emirates, unless Arteta does something mad and shoots himself in the foot by doing something crazy, I think we comfortably win the game. And when I say comfortable, I don't mean like, yeah, we're going to punch them up 6-7-0. I just mean like in the state of the game. I just feel like we'll be comfortable for the majority of the game and probably score a couple of goals. So yeah, hey, I'm top Guna hooks, so I'm always positive about Arsenal, right? But yeah, I guess that's kind of my thoughts. Like, obviously, I need man are telling me stop jinxing up the thing. But yeah, look, obviously, Arteta and Pep. You know, I don't think Pep wants to get beaten by his student, anymore. Obviously, last time we played them, we punched them up 5-1. So there's going to be a little bit of pain in their hearts, and they're going to want to run a bit of revenge. But I think we'll be able to hold them up.
Yeah, look, man, I'm quietly confident, D, for the reasons I've given and provided. But I'm looking at the starting 11 and I'm thinking, am I going to be less or deflated or less confident if I see that starting 11? Like Mourinho, obviously playing at the moment, not a lot of people like the fact that he's our highest attacking, creative, in apostrophes, midfielder. And then obviously you look at the situation with Madueke and Eza. Madueke clearly is going to start. Eze, is he going to be in the middle or is he going to be left wing? And then obviously we've had the Mosquera and Saliba situation. Other than that, I don't think that. I think team pretty much picks itself. I think it's going to be who's playing left wing and who's playing attacking mid, really. And is Saliba going to start? I think they're the only 3 question marks, right?
Yeah, I think that's the only question marks. Also, I think the other question mark is, does he play Gyökeres for the whole game? Because he's got a habit of taking him off and putting Mourinho up front. So that's another question mark that we've got. If we're chasing the game, for example, or if we're, I don't know, it's even, it's 0-0 or it's 1-1. Does he leave? Does he decide to put Mourinho on and take Gyökeres off? That's another thing that he loves to do. He loves taking Gyökeres off when we need a goal, and it worked the other day. But I mean, I like Gyökeres to be on the pitch for the whole game. I feel like that just makes more sense to me. So I don't know, man. Is he going to play Mourinho in the 10? Like, no one can say he's not going to do that. He might play Mourinho in the 10. I mean, who knows with Arteta? Is he going to play? I think I could easily see a back 4 of Mosquera, Ben White, Gabriel, and Lewis-Skelly. I would not be surprised. I won't be surprised if the midfield was Mourinho and Rice, or Norgard and Zubimendi, or Zubimendi. I wouldn't be surprised because of what.
No, I agree. I wouldn't be surprised.
On the bench. I won't be surprised if Eze was in the 10. I won't be surprised if Martinelli started. I won't be surprised if Mourinho started up front. I won't be surprised at any of these things. That's the issue we got. But I think we should go into this game trying to go for them, because I think when they played Man United, I feel like there was a lot of gaps with Man United. In the first half an hour, there was a lot of gaps that Man City left, and I think we should go for them. But if Saka's fit, he plays. If Saliba's fit, he plays. And I would play, if Odegaard's fit, he plays. If he's not fit, just play Wanieri, man. Just go for them. That's what I would do.
What about you, Hooks?
Well, in terms of who I think he will play.
Yeah, like your starting 11.
Oh, my starting 11.
Yeah. Like, well, no. What you think Arteta's starting 11 will be?
I agree with D in the sense that if Saka is fit enough to play, then he will play him. But I do wonder, like, Man City defensively, like, they ain't been too great. So would you want someone like, whether it's the left or the right, someone like Noni Madueke, who's constantly going to be attacking whichever fullback it is, that could pose a problem to Man City? I wouldn't be surprised if you see Norgard start in the midfield. I wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised if if he started Skelly, just because I'm pretty sure. Wait, am I going mad? Did he do something mad the last time we played? Maybe I'm losing my mind. But yeah, I think Skelly, just in general, I think he got to that point where I feel like he became a bit overconfident, and then you could see that in some of his performances and some of the mistakes that he was making. So I think he was suffering a bit from believing in his own hype, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but you can see the lapses in concentration sometimes on the field, and I don't think Arteta would want to risk that starting against Man City, because they got a lot of players that can punish you if you're not fully locked into the game. I think Calafiori started off the season amazing, so I would be surprised if he dropped him. But then equally, I wouldn't be surprised if he. It's Arteta. I mean, we just have to accept that it's Arteta. The only thing that I know that is 100% locked in is Gyökeres in the 9. And Declan Rice will start in the midfield. Those are the only two things. Oh, and Gabriel and Raya. So those are the only things that I'm like, yeah, cool, locked in, 100%. Probably Timber right back as well. But it's gonna be a spectacle. It's gonna be a spectacle, and I'm wishing on a star that it's another 5-1 type occasion, because then there's a few Man City fans that I know now that I control. So yeah.
Look, man, I'll put up quickly before we grab what I think the team will be. This isn't the team I'd go with, by the way, but this is the team I think that he will pick. Personally, and let's get your thoughts. I'll go for you first, D, on this one. Obviously, Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Zubomendi, Rice, Mourinho, Madueke, Eza, and Gyökeres. I think that's what he's going to go with. Do you think that could be the team? Or?
I think so as well, man. I think that's exactly what he'll go with. Like, and it's a shame because I feel like Man City, I think it's a different game going to Anfield than it is playing at home. And I think playing Liverpool, I kind of had an understanding of why he did that away from home, even though it didn't work. But I think against Man City, I think you'll be more likely to work against Man City than Liverpool as well. I think against Man City, that midfield could probably really stop. Because this team is really hard to get to score goals against. Like, if you look, when you really and truly, as much as we don't like it, it's a really tough team. No one wants to play that midfield three. It's horrible to play against. But, I mean, if we win the game, no one will care. But it doesn't bode well going forward, does it? Doesn't bode well. I mean,
this Mourinho thing in midfield, like, it ain't for me, bruv. I can't lie.
Not for me, bro. It's not for me, bro, man. But I don't like this Mourinho up front thing either. I don't like it, man. I don't like Mourinho up front on midfield. I don't really like it. But he needs Mourinho in there because Mourinho is a bully, isn't he? And plus, he's good in the air. And he's like, I don't know, man. It's too much. Too much, like you said before, Mario Fellaini business. Like, it's too much of that. Like, Stoke City, Rory the lap long throws. It's madness. Like, if we were winning titles with it, then cool, but we're not. So, I don't know, man. It's confusing, isn't it? It's a confusing situation to be in. That we've got so many good... We've got Eze now. I think if Odegaard was fit, he would be playing Odegaard. I think that's probably the thing. Odegaard would be playing, wouldn't he? So, that's the only thing. I know he ain't dropping Odegaard for Mourinho. Well,
yeah, I don't think he'll start Mourinho personally.
I think he might. Like, he's done it against Liverpool.
Well, man. Why wouldn't he start the last 2 games, bro?
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, sorry. Let me be more specific because he may start Mourinho. I don't think he starts that midfield three. I think that midfield three is tailored for when we go away to games that Arteta deems.
That's what I hope. That's what I hope. But what was you? So you put Martinelli left and Eze in the middle, or you play Ethan Wanieri and Eze left?
I would go if it was my choice and Odegaard's not available. I would go Wanieri in the 10 and Eze on the left.
Nah, see, I would go Eze in the 10.
Because I can't have Martinelli starting. I need Martinelli to be coming off as a.
No, but if he's gonna perform, it will be in this game where he's on a high. He's playing against Nunes or what's it, Rico Lewis. So I think this is a game that he probably, if you're going to thrive, it will probably more likely be this.
Fairs. He usually does do pretty good against Man City, like Man City as well. So Fairs. I hear it. I do hear it.
I mean, yeah, obviously we don't want Martinelli on the pitch, but Wanieri in the middle against Rodri, that doesn't sound good to me. That doesn't sound.
I mean, I think he had a good game again. I think he had a very good game against Nottingham Forest. So
yeah,
I just think, like, do you know what it is? My thing with Wanieri is like, he's doing what you want him to do. He's following your instructions. He's executing at a good level. And you now, again, have an opportunity to put some faith in him. So put the faith in him. Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels like I'm doing a bit of deja vu from last season. Because when you had the opportunity to put some faith in him, you didn't really put faith in him. You got the same opportunity again. You're opting to not do it again. Like, I was so shocked when he didn't start against Bilbao. So
No, I can understand why Wanieri wouldn't start against Bilbao. I can understand. That makes sense to me. What Bilbao, and that the first game that they've had in the Champions League in 10 years, hostile crowd, is like a cup final to them. I can understand why he wouldn't start at Bilbao.
but do you think about it? Yeah, he's actually, yeah, whatever we think, he's actually the next in line to Odegaard.
Yeah, but he's not ready yet.
Yeah, but he's the next in line. So if you would play Odegaard and Wanieri is a lot closer, play style wise, I know there's a slight differences to Odegaard than Mourinho is, and he's actually your backup 10. And then you've actually kind of like gone, okay, cool, this is going to be your pathway is going to be the 10, and the contract talks you've had, it's been like, yeah, cool, like this is how we're going to use you. And then you get the opportunity to use him and you don't. Like,
Yeah,
because
but
to me,
you're seeing it one way. Like, you're not understanding that when we play against Man City, we've got to stop Rodri dominating that ball. If Wanieri doesn't, I mean, you got to be in position constantly. You got to make sure that you're always tracking him in the right angles. You got to make sure that it's not just about the attack. You got to make sure you're pressing him at the right times for the whole game. Rodri's a master at controlling football matches. That's why.
So by thinking of it that way, you're already going into the game worrying about them, which means you're more than happy to go in there with a
No, I'm not worried. Not that I'm worried about them. I'm more thinking about the fact that the option is Wanieri. That's why I said I'd play Eze in the 10, because Eze is a far more experienced player in the middle. That's the point I was making. I would play
him in the 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't play Wanieri against Reinders and Rodri just yet to start. I feel like he has to do too much. He has to have too much know-how. I think he's not ready for that yet. But he could turn it on, but I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure about Wanieri against them two just yet.
All right, let me do some of these supers, man, and then we'll come to a close. John says, delete YouTube since you don't have 1 million subscribers, Mr. Standard FC. I think he's pointing at a few people there, to be fair.
Well, definitely me.
I mean, yeah.
Definitely got that.
We're all in that bracket, that's for sure. The audio has been sorted out, so big up. And Chaitanya, big up to you, bro. Says, will most likely play an English team in the Champions League round of 16 onwards. Which one would you take? This is a great question, actually, because I actually think the English teams could potentially do quite well in this competition. I genuinely do think that there's a lot of beatable teams in Europe, and I think that there's quite a flip of a coin as to who goes through. And I'm looking at the English teams, and in the Champions League, I never want to draw an English side. I like, real talk, I'd rather draw like a Bayern Munich or one of those guys, like than a Manchester City or a Liverpool, personally. But the one that you would take, who would you take? I mean, you got Tottenham in there, you've got Chelsea in there, you've got Manchester City, Liverpool,
I'd take Chelsea.
Probably Newcastle. I imagine.
No, I'm taking Chelsea. You crazy?
I would avoid Newcastle like the plague.
No, it's not Chelsea. I'm not taking Chelsea.
No, I'm taking Chelsea. Chelsea to me are the Chelsea or Liverpool, because I feel like they're the two teams that we would play that would actually open up against us.
We just lost to Liverpool, bro. I ain't taking Chelsea.
By a wonder free kick, bro. Like, what are we doing? But it's not because of the quality of the teams. It's because of how they play. Like, they're more likely to open up against us.
I'm not trying to go Anfield.
Hey, it's my opinion. It can't be incorrect.
No, I'll probably just take Newcastle, because I feel like against Newcastle would still be the favourites regardless over two legs.
Yeah, I think I'd take Newcastle or Spurs over the other three, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't even want Spurs just for the North London derby. That's too intense.
It would be horrible, to be fair. But
yeah,
I don't like playing them anytime, if I'm honest with you. But big up to Shay Tanya. Big every time. Paddy says, confirm Simeone's crying for getting the middle finger. If I'm honest with you, Simeone's situation was mad. I think there's going to be more that comes up on that. Some of these supers I'm just not going to read out, if I'm honest with you, because it's about panelists, which is just not going to happen, to be fair. What is this, Dan? Two adults arguing about La Liga. I thought I was joining to Arsenal. Yeah, we did have a bit of a chat about Simeone to start with. Mr. Slotball says, big up to Lee. Then we have Mark Smith says, what if he stinks the gaff out in the next three? That's on Mosquera. Look, if he does that, then he does that. We can chat about that. But at the moment, he hasn't. Like he really has not. Like, do you know what I mean? So that's what I'll say. Mosquera right now, I've been happy with his performance. Tommy says this was a fuck stream. Big up Dan and D. Big up to you, bro. Thank you so much for that.
That's Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame.
Oh, was it a Hall of Fame? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a hell of a stream or something. I think I said anyway. Hall of Fame stream. Big up, bro. I appreciate that one. It's been a mad stream, a lit stream. I can't even lie. It's been mad. But look, man, I think, to be fair, there's been players that I wanted to mention tonight. We mentioned Eza and his positioning. Madueke deserves praise because I think he's been good in the last couple of games. And that signing's becoming a lot more understandable now in terms of the squad depth of it. I think people lost their heads because of the timing of it, the amount of money, and the fact that he come from Chelsea. But actually, I'll say fair play because actually he's been really good. Mosquera, we mentioned, rightly so. I think Eze deserved the mention. Gyökeres is getting a lot of hate still, but if I'm honest with you, he scored 3 and 4. I'll take that any day of the week. If he's not even playing well, apparently, and he scored 3 and 4, it's actually 4 and 5 or 4 and 6 now. If you take the preseason game he scored as well, it's mad. People saying read all the super chats. Trust me, you don't want me to.
Nah. Lee doesn't mean it, man. He doesn't mean it. You're not doing too much.
Yeah. We all know what we all know what's what. But listen, I think that this game. Next 2 games, I'll end on this. I'm quietly confident about Man City, and I can't call St. James's Park. I never can, because this Newcastle doesn't really... They don't look amazing right now, and maybe it's a good time to play them at St. James's, but I don't know, D. Like, I hate going up there of late. We haven't got a good record there, bruv.
Don't like St. James's Park. To me, after Anfield, and this is in the world, I don't know many harder grounds than St. James's Park. I think those are the two of the top 5 grounds to go to in world football. Obviously, you add Allianz Arena and obviously the new camera, stuff like that. But St. James's Park is up there in the top 5 hardest grounds to go to in world football.
But you want them in the round of 16?
No, because I think that's the team that will be guaranteed favourites against. That's the biggest chance of going through, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. We're still
we lost to them
favourites
4-0 in the Carabao Cup last season, semis. Eddie Howe's not got Arteta's number,
Yeah, but you said you want Liverpool, and we haven't beaten them in how long?
We actually beat them last season. Sorry, season before.
I was gonna say, what are you talking about? I'm just
season before. Beat them season before.
I'm really trying to wreck my brain.
We beat Chelsea last season. They're one of the people that I want. We'll beat them this season.
Yeah. Anyway, my point is, at St. James's Park, I feel like we still can win the game. But the only issue I've got is that I really wish we hadn't lost to Liverpool, because if we hadn't lost to Liverpool, the start of the season would have been brilliant. It would have been a brilliant start to the season. So I'm really gutted about that. Even if we had drawn, it would have been a real good start to the season. But the problem is they've beaten Newcastle away. They've beaten Bournemouth. They've beaten us. They've had seriously hard fixtures as well.
Yeah, they have.
And if they got Everton this weekend, if they manage to get through that, it's like their fixtures have been just as difficult as ours.
I think they got Everton, and they got Everton, Chelsea, and City, or is it Everton, Chelsea, and United, or something? They got some hard ones coming up. Liverpool again.
They got some, and they're still 4-4 right now. And I'm like, they could have lost. Not lost, but they could have had a problem in a lot of them games, especially us. Bournemouth, Burnley was last minute, so. Don't know. It's a bit gutting what they're doing right now, but I guess it's part of football, isn't it? It's what we've got to do. They're champions for a reason. We've got to overtake them, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they've got their fixtures at Everton, which obviously Merseyside derby. They got Southampton in the Carling. I always call it the Carling Cup. Sorry, the League Cup.
Same here.
They got Palace at Selhurst Park, which is a bogey team for them.
That's not easy.
Which is tough. And then they go to Galatasaray away, which people might laugh at, but that's horrible. That's nasty.
Horrible.
And then they've got Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and then Man United in the derby.
Nasty games.
These are horrible for them, man.
Where's the Man United game? At Anfield.
Oh, that's easy. That's light work.
I mean, it should be, but you never know. Liverpool last season.
I'll still be looking at it like they can lose that, though. I'll still be looking at it hopeful, though.
It's like when they play Everton, people should normally go easy, but it ain't, because it's Merseyside derby. It's like when someone plays Spurs, they're like, light work. But when it's Arsenal playing them, you never know. In the derby, anything can happen, man. It's horrible. But
their fixtures are nasty. They're just as hard as ours, man. After these 2 fixtures of us, we got Man City and Newcastle. If we're within, like I said, 3, 3 points to winning 1 point, I think we're gonna have a good chance of winning the league. But we need to keep in touch with them. We got Man City, they got Everton, two seriously hot, and they're playing at 12:30 on Saturday. So if they win that game, it's like, oh mate,
Puts the pressure on, doesn't it?
Yeah, they've got the early kickoff. So
it would be interesting though.
One game at a time at the moment. Man City, that's the first one. But go on, sorry, Hooks.
Yeah,
no, I was gonna say it would be interesting though if they do drop points to see how we react this time, because that was a lot of the problem last season. Is whenever Liverpool dropped points, we never really capitalized on that. So it'd be good to see if we react a bit differently to them dropping points this season. That's something that I'll definitely be.
Well, we have no choice. We have to. We were like 17 or 15 or between 13 and 17 points behind them last year. So we ain't got a choice but to be better than that. Otherwise, we don't win the league. Simple as that. We have to. Otherwise, that's the only option we've got, isn't it, bro?
Yeah, look, man. The fixtures just thick and fast, man. And they City, Port Vale, obviously Newcastle, Olympiacos, West Ham, Fulham, Atletico Madrid, Palace, Burnley. It's like they plateau out a bit, I suppose. West Ham, Fulham,
and that our fixtures are theirs.
No, this is ours.
Oh, that's our fixtures. Oh, that's quite nice.
Yeah. So after City and Newcastle, obviously Champions League game, but we got West Ham at home, Fulham away, Atletico Madrid at home, Palace away. So we don't actually leave London at all. We're in London from the 4th to
those are our fixtures. Don't get easy till we hit Burnley.
Palace away are not great.
Until we get Burnley, it's not. Fulham and West Ham are bogey teams to us.
No, I'm not worried about West Ham at home. West Ham at home, we should. I really expect to win that game. Like that, we can't be messing around at West Ham at home, bro.
But it gets more difficult in November. Obviously, we've got Sunderland away, which people might laugh at, but that's Stadium Alive. Then you got the North London derby after that. I think actually, sorry, tell a lie. There's an international break again after the Sunderland. So then it's Tottenham. So then after that, though, you got this is horrible. We got Tottenham at home, Bayern Munich at home, Stamford Bridge, Chelsea away, Brentford at home, and then Villa Park. That is horrible. Like that is nasty for us. That is.
That's like the same as the beginning, man.
Similar to last season's beginning, isn't it? But listen, man, the thing is, you got to play all these teams twice. None of them are easy, is it? Do you know what I mean? So it's crazy, but we'll see. But listen, we're going to wrap up there. Going to send you over to Don Hussam, who's live at the moment. Big up to everyone that's been in here. Make sure you do me a favor, scan the QR code. We got Match Bingo. We got OK jerseys as well. Click on both the links in the descriptions. Make sure you're using the code POTS for Match Bingo in capitals, POTTS. And then you can use 12-man code for 8% off for OK jerseys as well. So big up to everyone that's here. Big up to Christian, who had Wi-Fi issues. Big up to Igal, who had to shoot off. And big up to Lee as well. Big up to D. Make sure you're following FamZone TV and showing him some love. And the guys over there doing great stuff. Make sure you're following Halftime Hooks, who's doing great stuff every day as well in terms of Arsenal content. He'll be back on tomorrow. You on tomorrow, Hooks, yeah? You good?
Yeah, 4 p.m. Yeah, let's go, man.
We'll be good for that as well. Wolfie's going to get cooked, by the way, after throwing a 2-0 defeat at Swansea. How can you be 2-0 up and lose to Swansea in 93 minutes? Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Go show Sam some love. And, we will see you next time, people. We're out. Laters.